Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Farming Valley. So, since last episode, I have done a lot of mining. You'll notice I'm level 28 right now. I actually did 2 enchantments since last episode, and both level 30 enchants. And you'll notice that my pick is now enchanted. My other one did break, so I enchanted the other one that we'd made. And you'll notice we have Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. I didn't quite get a Fortune, but I'll take Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. It does make mining a whole lot faster with that. And then I also got a Diamond Sword here. Got really lucky. Ultra Rare. Enchanted with Sharpness 4, Soul Stealer 4. Okay. I put it in here. I'm not going to use it right this second because we're not really fighting anything that warrants using that. And with it having Soul Stealer, I want to wait. I want to save it. I want to save it. It's like such a good sword that I don't want to just waste it. Also, let's see, we're up to 60,000 gold right now. Actually just hit that. And right before we started this episode, I went ahead and cheated us in 6 sprinklers. And we're going to go use up this money and trash the items because it's sprinkler time. It is. Now, I did notice there was an update. And sadly, this mod pack, they don't put the actual changelog in the updates. But oh, he doesn't, Thursday to Sunday between 1 and 4. I'm a little bit late. Oh, that's too bad, because that would have been the easiest way to get rid of our money. Actually, it might be too late. Let's see, this is open Saturday. Oh, that's closed. Are you open? Are you open by chance? You've got really expensive things. You should be open. Bah. I'm trying to find some place to get rid of this money. Okay, you're open. Okay, so we need to use up 60,000 gold right now. I mean, I guess I could buy a bunch of fridges. Let's do that. There we go. 20 fridges. And now we're down to 300 gold. That way we kind of make up for the cost of the sprinklers. So that works. I wanted to get these set up today because, you know, they don't actually water stuff on the day that you put them down. They water stuff for, like, the next day kind of a thing. So I wanted to go ahead and get those placed. And we are going to need a bucket. Now, originally, if you recall, I said that we were going to automate these. Well, we can't anymore. That was patched, it seems like. Or that was fixed in the most recent patch, I think. And we are no longer able to automate them. Because originally what I was planning was we were going to use the block from Cyclic, the automated user, to have it just right-click it with a bucket. And there was a bug, I guess it was a bug, where it didn't use up the water that was in the bucket. So you could set it up and just have it infinitely watering without ever having to refill it, which was kind of nifty. But that no longer works. And from what I can tell, I don't think there's any way to automate the sprinklers anymore. So we're still going to have to go around each day and hit them with a bucket. So that is something that we're going to have to do, but it's still better than manually having to water all this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to break this middle block here, and we're going to put our sprinkler down right there. And I'm actually going to go grab maybe some stone bricks or something in a minute. But what we can do is we can right-click this with a bucket, and it's going to start sprinkling our farm. Alright? And we're going to need to make sure and do this every day. So, and then we'll come out 1, 2, 3, 4. And I did replant the next set of onions. So those did come in, and of course, we had already bought the seeds for it, so it wasn't really too much of an issue. Okay, so the first half of our sprinklers are down. And I was so happy, I was like, okay, I went ahead and did a couple extra days because I was like, oh, I really want to get all 6 sprinklers so we can just have sprinklers set up. 3, 4, 5, and that way we earned the 60,000 that we needed. I will say the corn came in, and we had a ton of money come in on the corn. Oh, and I need to show you guys something in the kitchen, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool, I have to say. Oh, and our lunchbox is loaded down with some food. We got bread, apples, berry medley, vegetable juice, tomato juice. And I did restock up on tomatoes, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I didn't do a ton of tomatoes. Pretty much restocked what I had used to make food. Made some more food, restocked it. I'm planning on, there's going to be at least one more, probably 2 more tomato harvests before the end of the season, so I am planning on getting a few more tomatoes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our final sprinkler down right there. Okay, so now all we have to do is get like 6 buckets of water, water the fields, and we're done. Okay, now of course the back one doesn't have a sprinkler right now. By the end of the year, I do plan on getting a sprinkler back there, or maybe at the start of the next year. But of course right now fodder is planted back there, so it's not a big concern. So winter we will plan out some more farm locations, because I want to, by next year, I would like to have this all wheat. Is kind of my goal, but we'll see how it goes. And let's actually pop by the mine. I went ahead and I had a bunch of iron smelting, like, I don't know, a stack and a half-ish or something like that. Quite a bit of it. So there's 64, 19, I think that's all. Yeah. Okay, and what I'm probably going to do is just go ahead and make like 6 buckets. So we've got 6 on us. We can just hit up the water spot up until we get a well put in. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we should be all sorted. I wish I had money right now, because I would love to start getting compacting drawers. That's something that I would like to start getting in place. Because the upstairs, that's really all that's going to be up there, and then refined storage stuff. So, which, I don't even know if we can start refined storage right now. We might start looking into that. That would be kind of nifty, but I feel like it's a little bit advanced for us at the moment, just theme-wise. But I am curious if it is... I mean, it's mainly going to be quartz-enriched iron has to be bought at the blacksmith. Wow. That's going to build up on cost very quickly, I imagine. I don't know what he sells it for, or if he even sells it to us at the moment. I'm not for sure. Oh, we got corn in again. Man, corn comes in like 2 or 3 days. Like, that's crazy fast. Oh, the sprinklers are still sprinkling. I wonder how long they sprinkle for. Or I wonder if it was patched, because I popped into the test world and basically just kind of looked at the sprinklers again just to double check everything, and I was like, oh man, the thing I had set up before doesn't work anymore. But it seems like they're still watering, and it used to be like a bucket of water every day. Maybe it's a 24-hour period, I don't know. So it's possible that they may shut off. We'll check them before the end of the day, just to kind of double check and see what they're doing. But as of right now, I mean, they're still watering. So, wouldn't it be cool if they changed it so it, like, a bucket of water lasts for like a week or something like that? Regardless, it doesn't drain my hunger nearly as much to dump 6 buckets of water on these as it does to go through and, you know, have to water all of this. Even with the better watering cans, I imagine it would still be like a whole lot better to... I can't remember what's this is. Oh, that's right, tomatoes. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you something in the kitchen real quick. Let's pop over there very, very quickly. And I may actually dump that like 31 corn in here just to store it. Because the last time that corn came in, I kept a stack of it, right? So I only sold like a stack and a half, and it was a lot of money. It was a ton of money. But you'll notice tomatoes. There's 72 in a stack. Now it's strange because if you sort it, it puts like just a stack and then it puts 8 over here. But you can actually stack these more than a stack. So we could actually fill these fridges out like pretty dense with crops, which would be kind of nice. By the way, kitchen knife right there, and I did forget. I wanted to move my recipe book over here. So, I don't know if I want to put more corn in here. I think I do. I think I wouldn't mind having at least, let's do like 16 more. So we're up to 80 corn. 80 corn's fine. And then maybe if it comes in again, do like another 16 and just kind of upkeep it during the season like that. Do a little bit from each harvest, and then I think we'll have plenty of food for the year. So, and actually this shipping bin. I'm going to come back over here in just a second. We're going to move this because I don't really want this here. I'd rather have it like over in the farms and maybe start getting rid of this Because that is one thing I would like to start looking into today, is moving those berries. Those things need to go so that we can kind of landscape out the town. So, oh, and I'll show you something really awesome. Really, really awesome that started happening since the last episode. I think he's done it like twice, which is pretty good. Okay, so if I milk my cow right now, pow, too large milk. So he loves us. I think he really loves us. And our sheep is... I harvested on him just a couple days back, and he's still giving us medium wool. So, which that's fine. Let me get that. Which as soon as they start giving like large stuff, totally going to be feeding them up like the cow with like the standard treats. So, but look at that. I took care of all my chores for the day, and I only lost 1 shank of hunger. That is a major difference from having to like just chow down food like the whole time you're trying to do your daily chores. Major, major difference, and I am quite happy with it. Alright, so what are we at? 8:28. Let's see if she has... Oh yeah, she's not going to have recipe. Well, actually, the other weekend she had recipes. Cornflakes. We've already got that, so... Okay. Well, I want to go look at the blacksmith. I don't plan on getting into refined storage right now, but I'm just kind of curious, out of curiosity, how much is quartz enriched iron, since it's not craftable in this pack. I feel like there's just so much to do. Like, my second year on Stardew Valley, like, I had, like, everything. You know, because I had such massive farms. And in this pack, it's like, nope, you're not going to have everything for a very long time. Okay, it's only 100 apiece. That's actually not that bad, then. I mean, technically, we could go ahead and start into it, but I don't plan on doing that right now. Okay, let's go see if our hopper is done dumping that corn out. And actually, we should probably be getting in tomatoes, I should think, like the next day, I do believe. Those are still watering away, so... Which sounds good to me. Alright, so what if we put our shipment box, like... right here. I kind of hate that thing, though. I wonder what I could do to make it look a little bit better. I mean, really, you know what I could do? It actually probably wouldn't look as bad anyways. We could do, like, maybe the shipment box sitting there and then have, like, the hopper facing into it. I mean, I feel like whatever we do, it's going to look hideous. I mean, unless I, like, hit it and put the hopper in the ground or something, but I don't want to do that. Well, that's better. I could also bring the shipment box up. Maybe put the shipment box, like, right there, perhaps. And then have the hopper facing into the back of it. I feel like that looks a little bit better. Kind of. Kind of so. Okay, well, let's go get ourselves a shovel. Because mine broke. I don't know if you noticed. I'll actually take you guys by there in just a second. But I did do a little bit of landscaping around. I really hope the sprinklers just keep on running. That would not bother me one bit. So right around here, I kind of smoothed some of this out and smoothed some of this out. Removed a bunch of these like weeds that were everywhere. And trying to clean up this area just a little bit. Steadily cleaning it up. I did get a lot of mining done, though, between episodes, so we're pretty well set on resources for a bit, I think. For at least a little while. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and just do just a tad bit of landscaping back here. I want to get those berry bushes moved today. You know, I did mention last episode that that's one thing that I would like to get done, and yeah, we need to get those out of the middle of the town, because I have plans for the middle of the town. And those things need to be gone. Alright, we'll go ahead and get a bit of dirt for landscaping purposes. And I've got a weed. I'll just sell that, I guess. Actually break these things. All these weeds and stuff. It shouldn't be an issue too much longer once we actually get into like the really like heavy landscaping part of things. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but I love being able to go like the whole day without like necessarily having to like eat food for like a just a general day. You know, planted crops, that's one thing. It's a heavy like harder work sort of day, but just our standard day, we were having to like nom so much food down. Okay, we'll start with something like that. And then we'll make some adjustments to it and everything. Because I am planning on having this kind of down here. And kind of what I'm thinking here. And actually, I shouldn't have added that. That's going to get trimmed back. But we're going to have like the path come out. And then we'll have it like, you know, come over like this. And let me actually trim this stuff back a little bit here. What I just added. Oh, I hate that you can't do a path block. Like, unless it's grass. So, we'll have it kind of curve over. Something like this, and then do that. Yeah, and I'll clean it up once this stuff turns to grass, because I can't at the moment. But and then we'll have it, you know, kind of like the stairs come up here. So you kind of come down here, and then you curve over to go into this shop. It's going to be kind of like a wall right here. And then the plaza, of course, will be like up at this level. And you can kind of look down right there on that shop. So, before long, we're going to start adding some of the decor, like the actual bricks are going to start going down, flowers, little trees, things like that, which is going to be good. That's why I want to get rid of these berries that are all in the way. So let's go grab those, because I think I can survive at this point without the need for these. That's a lot of what's kind of been holding me back on moving these things in the first place is, when I move them, then I have to wait for all of them to replant. Like, to regrow and everything. So, we'll start with the blackberries. By the way, we're also going to do, like, the nether berries. But I'm going to actually plant those in the nether. We'll have, like, maybe a little farm area set up in the nether. And that's where we're going to grow, I think, nether wart and nether berries and stuff like that. Kind of have, like, a small little farm type area in the nether. Because we are going to do, like, a hub type build before too long. So, but what we're going to do this kind of similar to how we have it on this side. You know, where it comes out by one, and I think I want to do the grass around it. So we'll just do blackberries on back from about right here, I think. And we'll do it on each side, so I'm going to have, like, you know, blackberries like that. Actually, let me trim this back a little bit, though. So you'll come in and you can walk around in here. But let's go ahead and snag I guess the raspberries next. Gonna open up this like center part of like the entryway to the farm, more or less. By the way, I had a really cool idea for that. We're gonna be changing that up a little bit, and I think it'll look a bit better. So, I think I'm still kind of fleshing out the idea because I've got to figure out how I want to handle certain little sides and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna look nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and sleep. Oh, by the way, are sprinklers still running? They are. They're still sprinkling. Okay. Maybe he just changed them to be more like sprinklers are in like Harvest Moon and Stardew, where you set them up and there you go. You don't have to keep pumping water into them and stuff. Oh, and I see tomatoes. I don't know why I keep getting off my bike in weird places here. Yeah, these are still going. They're still watering. Oh, that's a beautiful sight. That really, really is. And I'm curious to see how these sprinklers behave. Like, how many days they keep sprinkling, or if it's just indefinite. Because, oh man. Like, making that autonomous user, or automatic user, it's not a terribly expensive block. Requires a little bit of magma, whatever it's called, the magma thing. What is it? A little bit of obsidian, magma block, gold, and a dispenser. But the problem was, before, when I had that, you know, in my test world, when I had automated it with that, you had to actually set the autonomous user, like, one of the cardinal faces. It couldn't be below the sprinkler. So it was actually kind of ugly, because you had this big block in the middle of your fields just sitting there. Didn't quite look all that nice. But now, if that... I'm really hoping that just waters indefinitely. Because being able to just wake up and not have to go water crops is a beautiful change. It's so nice. And technically, I mean, the guy was selling them, so it's all fair, I think. So let's go ahead and dump that in there. We're up to 88 tomatoes, which is good. I'm not really consuming through food right now, though, which is, it's kind of good. It is kind of nice, in fact. Oh yeah, I've got these tomatoes. I've got to get used to my hopper being over here now, because I'm so used to it being over there in like the center of the town. Okay, so we've got raspberries, and we might go on a journey to see if we can find mallowberries. Especially now that we don't necessarily have to water the crops, which is great. Okay, so these raspberries, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring these up along through here, and then we'll come out too and do like another layer that runs through there like that. I am going to have to expand this out. That's fine. And like originally I wasn't planning on it being this close to that other berry farm, but then I was like, you know, then we'll have the carpenter's house kind of like flanked in berries, and I think it'll look pretty good, so I decided to go with it. Let me actually get off of this thing. I do have to go take care of my animals, but I'll do that in just a second. I don't feel nearly as rushed in the mornings like now that watering crops is automated, like, or semi-automated. I don't really know at this point. We'll find out. And I guess in my test world I could have just slept a bunch of days and seen what happened, but to be honest, I kind of like just figuring it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and just raise this. I don't actually want this water pool right here. There's going to be like a little garden area right here. There'll probably be a small water pool, but I don't need that right there right now. Okay, so there we go. Raspberries are in, and then let me go grab these blueberries real quick. And we may be adding another, we might add another building today. Because now, I mean, if those sprinklers keep running, oh man. And we're going to have to get a bunch more next year. Like, because what I'm planning on is once winter hits this season, we're going to do a bit more with lighting, because there's still lighting projects that we need to do, but kind of like focused on getting some of the town set up this year. And then in the winter time, we'll do a bit of lighting, and we're going to do a bit of mining as well, because I would like to, by then we should be able to buy that book for teleportation, and then we're going to start mining. So blueberries, we'll just bring them back just like we have the raspberries, like that, and then we'll have to have mallowberries on the other side. So this mountain is going to get trimmed up just slightly, but that's no problem. And then what we'll do is, like, this is all blueberries, so we'll do like blueberries just kind of straight back like that, and then we'll do, you know, raspberries, pow, 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 and then, do we not have any blackberries left? I guess not. Well, that's fine. So then, basically, once they all grow and they're 3 high, you know, you kind of come into here and it's just berries. More berries than we're going to need, because we'll be able to fill out our drawers, and we're not eating just berries anymore. So I think that's going to be plenty big, and it's going to kind of give us a nice little spot here where his is kind of flanked on both sides with berry farms. So, okay, so I tell you what, let's actually see what shops he has right now. Oh! Oh, in the most recent update, a deco bench was added. And it looks like, I don't know if you have to buy all your clay, or if you could still make it standard. Oh man. I'm going to have to maybe look on his blog and see if I can find the changes. Let me actually go do that real quick. I'm going to take a look at that. We could get the fishing hut, which I'm actually very curious about. Okay. But anyways, I'll be right back. Okay, that was the main thing, was Decocraft was added, mods, all the mods were updated, and then also world spikes were brought in from Railcraft, so we can actually chunk load now. Yeah, so we will, I mean, these are still kind of steep. I mean, I could craft them, I think. I don't know how I am on ender pearls. There is an enderman happens to be like right over here, so I'm going to try and, I guess, kill him real quick. Thing is, like, if he hits me like one time, I die with my rocking these 3 hearts. It is quite dangerous. That's why I usually don't mess with endermen on here. But how are we on ender pearls by chance? I don't think we have any, do we? I don't think we do. So this might be my first ender pearl. So I mean, technically we could make one. I'm gonna wait. It's not really a big concern, because our farm is not. I don't feel like our farm is big enough to warrant the need for chunk loaders, because we're always like right around it. Are these still watering? Yes, they are. I love it. I do love it. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's see if... Thing is about mallow berries is they require like a cold climate. And I just don't think we really have any cold climates nearby. Honestly, I may wait on mallow berries until we have like some kind of flight method. I don't know. We'll see. And honestly, it's nice because Decocraft was one mod I was considering adding to this pack anyway. Because I just love that mod. It's going to be nice for decorating out our house. Like, we're about to get a deco bench here in just a minute. Maybe make a couple things before we end out the episode. And I'll be honest, like, I was just editing the footage, and I feel like this episode has flown by. It may be because I've been rambling, like, about sprinklers and stuff like that, but, oh my gosh, like, and I think it's due to the excitement that has, like, hit me when we got the sprinklers, because it's like, oh my gosh, like, we don't have to water can it up anymore, like, oh, it's so much nicer. Okay, well, I'm going to pop over here, I'm going to get some clay, and maybe some dye. Real quick. I think maybe... well, I'll tell you what. Let me just grab, like, 2 stacks of clay, because if this works, we're going to need quite a bit of it. And then I'll get... let's see, we've got lapis. I'll just grab lapis to test it. Because I wonder if he just offers the clay in case, like, we're not near cactus or something like that. So the deco bench is only 5,000. We'll just go set this up in our house here. We'll put it, for right now, we're going to put it, like, right here. That's going to be awesome, too, because it has really good stuff for, like, bathrooms and stuff. Yeah, so you can still use the standard colors. He just sells that stuff in case. Honestly, I'll probably buy it for, like, green, because we don't have, like, a cactus farm or anything at the moment. So that would be quite handy. Okay, so I want to buy... Let me get some green crafting clay. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab quite a bit of this. Okay, and then I'm going to need some red dye. Which really, I think probably the best way to do this would be rose bushes. Because I can bone meal those. So let me grab that, and we'll just... There we go. 11 roses. There's 32 rose red now. Alright, let's go load up this deco bench. There's a whole bunch of crafting clay. Well, it doesn't really give a whole lot of green, though. We're going to have to, I think, get a cactus farm up and going. So, there's a little bit of red, green, and blue, so we can actually buy things now. And kind of what I'm thinking is... Let's see, where do we want to start? Oh, man. I kind of want to make the kitchen a little bit bigger now that we have Decocraft. Like, because Decocraft has so many good... good kitchen things, but there is bathroom things. So we could get like let's say maybe get like a toilet. Oh wait, there's also this toilet. And the nice thing is, I'll show you here. I kind of like that because it's a little bit more of like a rustic look. This one is oh, it can actually sit on it. Oh man. Decocraft, I love you. I love you so much. Honestly, I like this toilet. So, and this is going to be great for doing our house. Because I want to do so much Decocraft within this series. Let's see, the toilet water tank. Like that. Oh, yeah. I think it fits our house. It fits our house rather well. We could do a hot tub. We'll probably put that outside, though, on the deck, maybe. Once we have lots of money. And then I guess we're going to do like a clawfoot tub in here. Oh, we can actually sit in this too. Haha! Oh, goodness. Let's actually move it back a little bit. We'll have the clawfoot tub like sitting... I don't know, this stuff's going to get moved around. I'm just kind of playing around at this point. Let's see. Oh, we need a sink. So that's like the regular sink, and you can add the faucets. Then we've also got this lavabo, which I don't like this color. It doesn't match any of the rest of the bathroom stuff. So I think that's going to have to get moved, because I kind of want the sink on this wall here. So kind of like that. I feel like it's a rather large bathroom, but I think that's okay. And we're probably going to do like some tile floor instead of having the wood planks there, especially since we have Decocraft now. I mean, technically, what I was originally planning on doing was just doing it with chisels and bits. Oh yeah, we do have toilet pipes, but it's okay. We'll get ourselves a little bit of toilet paper and maybe like a soap holder. I mean, there's all kinds of little things you can do with these. So like toilet paper holder, we could have it setting, I don't know. I feel like it would be such an awkward grab setting like right there, but I don't know. I have no clue. And then we can have a soap holder, but I don't know. Something I'm going to have to play around with and figure out exactly where we want to put all this stuff, but and we can also do like a mirror, but it can't go above the lavabo. Is that the only mirror that we have access to? Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I mean, it brings life to stuff, right? Like, it does make things look a bit better. I mean, this room still needs a lot of work, but we're gonna have Decocraft stuff everywhere. Because I mean, if you look, I mean, there's just hundreds of things that this mod adds, which is great. And I mean, we can do stuff like you can do a tab filter here and go through and like, of course, there's dungeon stuff and all the little Christmas stuff. We're gonna decorate the house for Christmas, by the way. It's funny because my house in real life is decorated for Christmas already, but I'm gonna wait until after Thanksgiving before we decorate the house for Christmas. And especially now that we have Decocraft, like, it's so nice. I love it. But like a lot of this stuff, like the office stuff, I do plan on using that in our study, which is going to be great. And you know what? We could actually do like, let me see here. I'm going to try something. Oh, the day's like running off without me here. I think time still passes when I'm doing Decocraft, so I'm going to get lost in Decocraft, I'll tell you what. But we could do signs kind of hanging. I may actually have to change that wall and make it solid, but we could do like little signs on our shops. That's dark oak. Let me go grab let me go grab some dark oak. Just a couple dark oak pieces. Oh man. I may actually end up doing it with chisels and bits instead of just putting a block of dark oak, like try to model it a little bit with chisels and bits. But we'll see. I'm actually pulling off buttons. Something more like that, and maybe do the front, and maybe end up shaping this up with chisels and bits a little bit, but still we can have these kind of signs here, which I do quite like these a lot. I love the detail on them and everything. So, oh man, it's gonna be really, really, really nice. I love having Decocraft in this pack. It fits so well with this pack, I think. So, plus we have some nice doors, like, we are definitely going to have to mess around with doors and, oh, I don't know, and kitchen stuff. Like, if we pop over here to kitchen, I mean, there's like oven hoods and wine racks, all this stuff that you can add in for kitchens. And since it's the 1.10 version, we have all these other things like plates and restaurant tables and bar stools, stuff that wasn't, you know, in Decocraft in 1.7, for example. Dish racks. So we're going to have to really go crazy with the kitchen. I'm going to have to expand it, which is fine because I have an idea of how I want to do that. I'm just going to bring it back and then have it connect off, like off in this direction onto the patio area, like onto the deck. And actually, I think, oh yeah, we got wheelbarrows, we got scarecrows. Oh man. I mean, think about it, because yeah, we're going to be able to do a bunch with the outdoors aspect, like these right here. Like, for example, look at that. Like, just adding that wheelbarrow right there, that big cart, it does something to the farm, right? Like, it makes it look so much better, I think. Oh, man. It's going to be so good. So, so good. I'm so happy that was added to the pack, because it's a perfect fit for this pack. So, but anyways, I know it's about wrapping up points, so I am going to end out this episode here. I'm going to get lost and have so much fun with Decocraft. Like this pack, because you know we've been using it in Divine Journey, but we haven't got to use it a whole lot because it's something I really just come through. You know, once I'm actually finished with the build and I'm happy with the build, then I'll come through and add Decocraft stuff. But this pack, with the way that we're doing the builds and stuff, I think it's going to work out very, very well with this pack. With the way that we expand the farm and everything. And by the way, this isn't going to stay like super open like this. It's going to have a door that leads into it. So I do have to do that. Because now we're kind of at the point where we're moving into the house and actually be able to start working on the interior aspect. Because, I mean, I could stay up all night right now. Because look at my hunger. I mean, I just spent a whole day, did all my chores. Hunger's not even touched. So, I mean, we don't really necessarily have to sleep as much as we were. And we can actually stay up through the night and kind of do Decocraft and stuff. So, but anyways, I know it's wrapping up point, sadly. So I am going to end out this episode here. Next episode we'll get more done, I promise. I was just having way too much fun with sprinklers and Decocraft this episode. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already to stay up to date with when new videos come out. Next episode will probably be some speed building, so just a heads up. Because there's quite a bit I want to do, and now that we've got sprinklers, I can kind of just wake up, take care of animals, and jump right into the building aspect. You know, all I gotta do as far as crops go is pick all the produce, so which isn't nearly as bad as having to water it too. So anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and by the way, the berry farm will add in the leaves next episode too, the hedges and stuff like that, kind of bring all that together. But anyways, I'm gonna quit rambling. I'll see you guys next time.